Alola trainers, welcome to another TCG video on the PoTown Store YouTube channel. Today we're going to be counting down the top 10 best cards from Brilliant Star, so stick around. Okay, Brilliant Stars is going to be one of the most impactful sets in the Sword and Shield block, and they actually come with so many capable cards in the form of items, stadiums, and new archetypes, so this is going to be one of the sets you definitely have to buy. We're going to be starting off with number 10, and that's going to be Bibarel. Bibarel has the same ability like Octillery back in the days of Breakthrough, being able to draw cards until you have 5 cards in the hand. Or even a little bit more recent is the Disc Reload ability from Silvally GX. You're going to be able to, of course, draw cards until you have 5 in the hand, and with, of course, Ultra Ball coming back in the format and still having access to Quick Ball, you're going to be emptying your hand quite easily. Hardworking Fangs. Very solid card, and will be, of course, one of the staple cards in a specific amount of archetypes. One of the archetypes I could see it going in right away is something like Malamar, Rapid Strike Malamar, or Santiscourge V Max. I'm a huge fan of Bibarel. The only downside is that it is not searchable with Lava Ball. The good thing is that you can draw cards until you have 5 in hand, and this also stacks just like the days of Janicect V. So if you have multiple Bibarels, you can draw some cards and then play out some more cards, draw some more cards. So very strong card here. Drawing cards has always been good in the Pokemon TCG. Number 9 goes to Raichu V. If you are a fan of Blacephalon GX with Mind Blown back in the days, you're going to be loving this shenanigans because Dynamic Spark, the attack on the Raichu V, slaps 60 damage for every lightning energy you're willing to discard in this way. So from play, that means on the bench, in your active, it doesn't matter where the energies are, you can discard them. For every energy you discard, 60 damage. You have Flaffy to accelerate the energies. You of course have stuff like the Arceus, which can get energies into play. You have the fast charge attack of Raichu, which you can use on the first turn as well, getting you an additional energy into play. You can use speed lightning energy to draw some more cards. There's so many capabilities with Raichu V, and I think it's going to be a strong archetype, mark my words. Just like the days of Blacephalon GX, endless damage output is very good, and a 2 energy attack is even better because of the fact that Flaffy can just set it up in 1 turn. So is it better than Rayquaza? I definitely think so, just because it is a basic Pokemon and you can just get it off instantly. It has endless damage output. Number 8 goes to Charizard V-Star, another poster boy of the set Brilliant Stars, being able to one-hit KO anything with the V-Star power. V-Star Pokemon are only 2-price Pokemon, and they have 280 HP, which is nice. Some of them will have a little bit lower HP, but the mechanic is clear. They come with the V-Star power, and they can use that once during a game. So only one time during a game you can utilize a V-Star power, and that could be either an ability or an attack. And in the case of Charizard, it's an attack, 320 damage. You can even combine that with the tool card we're going to be mentioning later in this video to slap for 350 damage to one-hit KO anything in the game. And there's also fire energy acceleration going, so Charizard V-Star will actually be a viable deck, so it's going to be quite pricey. Number 7 goes to Arceus V-Star. This is going to be such a great card that I can see it working out in a whole heap of decks. We've already talked about the one and only Raichu V, which could be paired up with Arceus V-Star. You can play Arceus V-Star with Inteleon as its own engine. You can pair it in any deck because its attack actually is cardless energies, which means you can get it into any deck that has energy acceleration. You have, of course, the V-Star power here is an ability. You can search your deck for any 2 cards. As we've seen with Shady Dealings, searching out cards in the deck is very strong, and this searches out any cards you want, whether it's a Pokemon energy or an item card. It doesn't matter, it's going to be fantastic to search out these cards. You also have ways to close out games, Starbird for Bossasaurus or Starbird for research to dig for a card you want, or who cares when you can just get it straightly with Starbird itself. Research and a special energy, everything's possible with that ability, and also its attack slaps 200 damage and allows you to accelerate 3 basic energies straightly from the deck to your Pokemon V in any way that you like. So very strong because we have double turbo energy. The Arceus V is also able to utilize an attack like that without dishing out damage for a double turbo energy, which we're going to be talking about very shortly. So Arceus V-Star, a very strong card. Number 6, Manaphy. Manaphy is the saving grace of 1-price decks that have been begging for a bench blocker ever since Mew from Unbroken Bonds rotated. Water Veil is exactly like Bench Barrier, prevent all damage done to your bench Pokemon by your opponent's attack. So Jolteon VMAX and Rapstrike Urshifu VMAX will be crying in the corner now because they can no longer hit the bench if Manaphy is there. Manaphy will help out these 1-price decks that have been suffering for way too long with bench damage. So decks like Malamar, for instance, will become better. Decks like Salazzle Butterfree will become better. I think it's going to be a nice way to test out. Manaphy is back. Bench blocking. Number 5 is double turbo energy. As I was saying, Arceus V is going to be utilizing double turbo energy to get 3 energies into play instantly on the first turn going second. You can also use double turbo energy to breathe new life into archetypes. For instance, Mad Party could be coming back, Salazzle, Butterfree could be coming back, Durant could be coming back. You can use double turbo energy on something like Galarian Rapidash V. You can use the double turbo energy maybe on a Charizard V Max, so it has a lower attack cost. There's so many good things about double turbo energy. It's like DCE, but a little bit nerfed because he slaps 20 less damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. So actually to your opponent's Pokemon in general. So 20 less damage, but it's totally worth it because it's super strong to get 2 energies into play at the same time. Very, very good energy here. Moving forward, number 4, Magma Basin. Magma Basin is solid and strong because it's energy acceleration in a stadium. Finally, we have something like that that's going to be fantastic for fire types. Ever since they lost Welder, the fires have been put down to the wayside, but now they can utilize the Magma Basin at its full potential. You can use this to accelerate to an Entei V. You can use this to accelerate to a Charizard V. You could use this to accelerate to a Moltres, which is also maybe an honorable mention, but not quite the top 10 card, but Fire Energy Acceleration is here. You just put 2 damage counters on yourself, just like you would with a single strike Roar, but this can get energies back from the discard pile. Very, 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 very strong card, and definitely deserving here on the number 4 spot. Number 3. Lumineon V. Lumineon V is very, very good because of the fact it has the Luminous Sign, aka Wonder Tag. You're gonna be able to search your deck for any supporter you want. If you have Ultra Ball, Quick Ball, you can search this out, and then bam, out of nowhere you have your research, you have your Marnie, you have your one of Ryan in your deck, you have your one of Cheryl in your deck. You can go for so many great things. Searching out supporters have been consistently super strong, and I expect a lot of decks to be running a one of Lumineon. A very, very solid card ever since Tapu Lele. The only unfortunate part why it's not like the number 1 card is that you cannot play supporters on your first turn. Otherwise it would be way higher up on the list. Number 2. Choice Belt. Ever since Choice Belt, we were craving for a card that did similar things to V Pokemon. Now it's here. Choice Belt allows you to slap 30 more damage to your opponent's V Pokemon. So everything gets buffed up. Let us just explain. Something like a Dragapult, which slaps 130, now slaps to 160, which 2-shots VMAXs. Stuff like Salazzle Weeping Bell can now slap. Salazzle Butterfree can now slap for 330 in total. That's perfect. Choice Bell will help out a whole heap of damage output, and definitely with Raichu V as well. A lot of decks will run this just to 1 KO. Imagine Mew V Max now being able to slap more damage, or maybe a Meloetta. Meloetta can now donk for 240 easily. So even if you have 220 HP, who cares about Power Tablets? This in combination with Power Tablets is insane. Choice Belt is one of those cards that will be a staple in almost all decks because slapping more damage has consistently been good. Drawing more cards has been consistently been good, and it's been proven here in this set. We have cards like Lumineon V, we have Choice Belt, and it gets even better with the number 1 card. Ultra Ball is back in the format. Ever since Sun and Moon, Ultra Ball has been absent from the game. We had to make do with Quick Ball. In the past, we had to make do with other cards, so now it's back. Finding any Pokemon you want has been easier than ever before. Discard 2 cards from hand, search your deck for any card. Will be fantastic in decks that run Flaffy to get energies in the discard pile to re-accelerate them. Will be fantastic in fire decks to get the energies in the discard pile so you can use them with Magma Basin. Will be just generally strong in any deck, so Ultra Ball will maybe replace a lot of Evolution Essences in deck because Ultra Ball also works on the first turn. Evolution Essence is very, it's kind of like a dead card in the first turn of the game. So Ultra Ball, I'm glad it's back, and you can no longer complain about consistency. You have Lumineon V, you have Crobat V, you have Ultra Ball, you have Bibarel, you have Chinchino, you have everything you want in the format to draw cards and to have consistency by your side. You even have shady dealings with Ultra Ball. You can find anything. So yeah, this is it, the top 10 best cards, and yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video on the PoTown Store YouTube channel. My name is ZapdosTCG, and I was glad I was able to provide you with the top 10 best, most impactful cards from Brilliant Stars. Brilliant Stars comes out on the 25th of February, and as always, you're gonna be able to find codes at PoTownStore.com. Yeah, if you want to be seeing some of these decks in action, I'll be uploading a whole lot of stuff on my channel as well. Be sure to check that out on youtube.com/ZapdosTCG. I want to wish you all a very fantastic rest of your day. Aloha, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.